Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the GFG, the Gray Face Goat, and you are tuned in to none other than Ladies We Not Your Enemy. I am your co-host, like I said, the GFG, and I got with me today, usually known as Smitty Smash, but we remixed his name, and now he is the Deacon of Destruction. And ladies and gentlemen, you all know Viff Sound. That's actually what you're listening to right now, the smooth sounds of Viff. But he even got a remix to his name. His new name is Biggs. That's it. That's Biggs over there. And throughout the show, I'm gonna tell y'all, what inspired those nicknames. You know what I'm saying? Like what inspired them from me. But with that being said, we got a great show for the people today.
Yes, we do.
So before we get started with the show, let y'all introduce yourself.
Well, Smitty Smash. The Deacon of Destruction. Man, I am excited to be back in the studio with you fellas. I had a little small vacay where I went up to the Capitol, and just try to Chocolate City, and just try to spread what we doing up there. And I found a lot of help is needed.
Yes.
A lot of help is needed.
Fellas need this, yes.
A lot of help is needed. I was able to talk to a lot of fellas, married, single, girlfriends, and it's definitely needed. So those stories will come later on.
Absolutely.
But I appreciate being back, man.
What's good, everybody? Y'all already know it's Louis V, Viff Sound, Viff on the mic right now, Just coming at it straight up, Showing love to everybody. What's good, trying to get his good wisdom, good knowledge, good love, send that out to y'all.
And that's what we do here at Ladies We Not Your Enemy. You know what I'm saying? We want you to feel the love, feel the vibe. But today we got a great show for you. Today we're gonna be talking about the BET Awards. And I'm not gonna talk too much on it because we got somebody that's in the building today that was very passionate about what they saw. And I'm gonna let him open up the floodgates for this here. But the BET Awards, the imagery, everything that was pushed, I'm gonna let Louis V open up on that one. So Viff, aka Mr. Biggs, go ahead and break this down to us.
All right, so the BET Awards. Keep it honest, I haven't watched the BET Awards in I don't know how long.
Jeez.
I just totally forgot about it, to be honest. And then it came on, my brother just actually put it on the TV, so it was like, oh, okay, the BET Awards, so
right.
It's on, let's tune in, right?
Yeah.
So basically the whole thing was basically, liberating the black woman, basically, which I have no problem with. That's amazing to me, I'm all for it. So it was basically, liberating, uprising, the black woman. Also giving the Lifetime Achievement Award to Queen Latifah, which I do feel was well deserved. I do admire her work.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as her lifestyle, what she represents, she is, what's the right word for them? Gay,
LGBTQ plus.
Right.
Plus, okay.
Yeah.
So
they
I
added the plus.
I'm not to talk bad on them, you know what I mean? But that's what they, root for them power. That was her whole pride thing. But, put that on the back end. The whole liberation thing, as far as the woman, the image that was given off from BET was just a whole bunch of popping, shaking. You know what I mean? Yeah, they gave their little snippets.
So a bunch of twerkulating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave their little snippets as far as this woman did this, which was amazing and great. Yeah, but it was like a 10-second clip or whatever. You know what I mean? But then it was back to the popping, shaking, twerking. You know what I mean? That was what was glamorized just to give a brief, kind of idea. Megan Thee Stallion won the majority of the awards.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know what she represents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it kind of just show you just where the minds are of our people today, like what they're celebrating, what they see highly, or what they put on the pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was my thing. Is if we're liberating the black woman, especially, I don't feel like it should be liberated with the image of popping, turking, all that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, they had the nerve to put the dude Lil Nas X to perform. So I haven't seen his video, but I know from what I heard it was very demonic.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets on the stage and then dressed up in the Egyptian theme. That was his whole thing, the Egyptian thing. So for one, I had a problem with it because that being something that's rooted deep in Black history, a lot of our generation are not aware of what truly went on in Kemet. You know, even if it's seen, a lot of it is seen like is talked about in a bad way, but not really put to the light for the good. You know what I mean? Because that at the end of the day, that's our roots. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we have to acknowledge that and not put a bad image on it until you actually get some type of truth from it or understanding about it. So yeah, he's on there with his theme, and then towards the end of his performance, he full blown kisses a grown man.
Come on, man.
Like just
come on.
Like this is what they putting out. So in my mind, I'm like, man, for one, BET dead wrong. BET dead wrong. Like, come on now, like, especially to be uplifting the Black man, like. And I know I was like right after that Lil Baby. Y'all familiar with Lil Baby?
Yeah, come on.
Right after that, he won the award. So, I'm reading body language.
Yeah.
Man, this man walked on stage, grabbed his award, said his little 1-2 and got up out of there. Cause you gotta think about it, like, this what y'all using to represent us as a Black nation. You know what I mean? Like, man, that's not cool, but that's just a little summary of how I took it. You know what I mean? I'm sure other people probably seen it in a like beautiful way. That was a beautiful job done, but nah, especially coming from a Black male, this is not how I want to look at my Black females being liberated. This isn't the
imagery you want to portray.
Nah, this is not how I want to see them liberated at all.
And we already have a lot of negative imagery, but my thing is this. This is the fight back. Like, this is what is known as spiritual warfare, because even the thing when the girls came out wearing the bonnets.
Yeah,
this is because of the Kevin Samuels video that went viral. One of his videos went viral where he tells the women, "Why are you wearing a bonnet? Don't wear a bonnet outside in public."
I think that was actually started by Monique. I may be wrong, but Monique got out and she said she tried to preach to the females, like, especially, this is not the way you carry yourself outside with a bonnet on.
I don't remember her saying that. I just remember the Kevin Samuels video.
I think that. Well, I may be wrong, but
now, if Monique did say that, kudos to her.
Yeah.
And this is my message to all of the women out there when it comes to this. And it's not just the BET Awards. It's what you're seeing is a fight back. Like, we're going to be this no matter what, rather you accept us or not. Mm-hmm. We're going to behave like this. And my message to women that want to behave like this is, you're not going to win this battle, because being in sales, right? If the person who you're trying to sell something to tells you, I don't want this, I don't want XYZ, I want ABC. Mm-hmm. In sales, I would know then, let me present ABC, right? Because you're telling me what you want. So it's easy for me to just give you what you want. Mm-hmm. So men are telling women, and this is why I say the fight back, men are telling women this is what they want from a wife. Don't wear your bonnets out there in the public, behave a certain way, respect, appreciation, all of the things that we talk about. And they're like, nope, I make just as much money as you, so therefore I can do the same thing you do. And it's like, it don't work like that. Yeah. Right. What is wrong with you?
And I put that in correlation just to say, okay, the same way y'all don't like the image of a dude out here sagging his pants, showing his ass. You get what I'm saying? That's the same thing in correlation. Y'all out here in public with bonnets on.
Yep.
Like, it's just a representation for yourself. Like, this is not how you
But
carry
my mama
yourself.
wore the bonnet. What you gonna say to my mama, my grandma, everybody wore the bonnet? What you gonna say to that, Smitty?
What, if they mama and their grandma wore it?
Yeah.
Did they wear it outside?
Yeah. My mama wore it to the store. She wore it to the gas station. What's the problem?
Well, I would say, there. You know what? There is no problem, right? I would say there is no problem with that, because you could do whatever you want to do.
That's right.
Right now, if those actions that you do in the past, you got to live with those because they will resurface in one phase or another. So if you do continue these habits that your mother and your grandmother have taught you, instilled into you, when it comes to something that you want to do, like maybe get somebody that's really good, a good man, or you trying to get a good job for an interview, when they do a background check on your social media and they see that you out there with a bonnet and looking like Sharkeisha and stuff like that, how that ghetto black woman loud wearing these long nails and these bonnets and things like that, if that's the image that you portraying and they don't hire you, then you can't call, oh, that's racist.
But I'd like to take it another step further. Forget the job. Let's put the 9 to 5 in corporate America to the side.
Oh, that's just a part of it.
If a black man is telling you, I don't want this, I want you to behave like this, but you then go out and do the exact opposite of the behavior that I told you I want from a wife, you're going to lose at the end of the day because nobody going to choose you to be a wife.
I can also throw this in there. You are what you attract. You get what I'm saying? So you out here just like a dude with his pants sagging, he's going to attract that
energy.
Right, that type of female that likes that type of thing. You get what I'm saying? And in the long run, I'm sure if that's his cup of tea, but I'm sure he knows what comes with it. Right. Same thing with this female with the bonnet. You get what I'm saying? You want a certain type of dude, check yourself in the mirror. That's what you're going to attract. You get what I'm saying? So don't go complaining when, oh, this dad broke down. He be nothing for this and not and not and not. But look at what you're attracting.
Yeah. I would say that and I would even take the BET Award imagery that you painted for us on this podcast right now and think even deeper on it. I would say that who are the gatekeepers and who are the decision makers? So somebody cleared that. Somebody cleared that, and the people that we're looking at on stage probably wanted to. They was probably some of their ideas, but somebody had to give them the go.
Yeah.
Somebody had to get a green light.
Yeah, somebody had to get a green light. So it was
somebody probably didn't get a green light. They probably came up with the idea.
Yeah, they probably came up with their idea. And then you got to think about it like, okay, if they came up with that idea and it went through all these people, so who are the real decision makers making these moves? Who are the real creators? We have these artists out here.
But that's motivating the general public with their ideology.
Yes, they're moving that. So I think that when we look at the BET Awards as a whole, for what it was, I think we're just looking at the gatekeepers, and we're not looking at the decision makers and the real people that's like
in charge of the influence.
That's in charge of the influence. Yeah,
media.
Yeah, because we could place blame on them because it's like, oh yeah, they did it.
Yeah, but if we gave it the go, right?
We gave it the go.
Allowed it.
So and then when you see the hierarchy from BET is not like solely owned, like Viacom owns them.
Viacom owns BET, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a subsidiary of that company.
Who owned BET?
Viacom. Viacom, yeah, they have a whole list of, they own like BET, MTV, VH1.
Yeah, Bob Johnson cashed out.
Yeah.
Years ago. How long? Years ago. What?
Yeah, but at least about 10, 15.
About 10 years ago. At least 10.
Yeah, at least 10.
So that was the original person.
Bob Johnson is the original owner of BET.
Yeah, because you can kind of tell like it was more authentic back then than what it is now.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. It's still BET still had its BET now, but it was definitely it's a little bit more. I don't think that. Well, I can't say that. I was gonna say I don't think what we saw today would have happened if Bob Johnson was there now. I think we probably still would have saw it because I think Bob was one that succumbs to the pressure of the general public. So he would have provided the public with what they wanted to see, and the public wants to see because it's ran. The mainstream media is focused on women and women as gender. We still would have saw the same thing. In other words, we probably. At least I think we would have. Most likely,
yeah. If it wanted to stay alive and compete with other
yeah.
networks. But
Bob cashed out when it was time for him to cash out.
Okay.
Well, hold on, before we go any further, let's pay some bills. You know what I'm saying? So let's pay some bills real quick. I did it to you again. I'm gonna do it to you every time. But it's good that I do it to Smitty Smash, aka the Deacon of Destruction, every time, because he has something called Seer Production. Now with Seer Production, if you need any graphic work design for your company, logos, whatever, flyers, t-shirt, it don't matter. Whatever you need, go to seerproduction.com. You're gonna get in touch with Smitty Smash. You're gonna complete one form. And Smitty Smash, how long is it gonna take for them to get their design back?
Man, it's only gonna take 1 to 2 business days.
1 to 2. Wow. 1 to 2 business days, and you're gonna get you. And how many revisions they get?
Unlimited
revisions.
Unlimited revisions.
So that basically means you're gonna get the job done right.
I'm gonna get the job done right.
Seerproduction.com. That's all I gotta say, ladies.
Appreciate that.
Back to business at hand. You know, let's segue real quick, and we can come back to the BET Awards. Okay. But I want to ask you fellas a question, because this is a question that was proposed in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in.
Yes.
And I'm interested on your answer on this here. And the question, this is a fun question. It said, what does your woman wear that you hate? I'm going to give you my answer. You probably will guess my answer, the Deacon of Destruction. But I'm going to give you my answer. But I want to let y'all go first. If y'all can't think of nothing, then I'll go. So what does your woman wear that you hate? And then we can say, what does any woman wear that you hate?
All right. You want to go first, or you want me to go?
This is a little personal.
You can go first.
You want me to go first?
Let me think on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You pass the ball. You want to give you that sit.
Yeah, that's fine. I shoot the J. One of the main things that I hate, and it's real deep now, I hate weave.
Oh, okay. If we taking it down,
I'm
ready then. Y'all talking about clothes.
We can talk about clothes, whatever. It don't matter.
It's
anything they wear.
I'm here then.
I think for me, it's the weave, because I really get confused on. I get confused on it, because they will say that they crown on their head, and they want to wear this crown on their head, but that crown is not from your head. You bought it, you own it. True,
because that's
you
what
own
they're gonna say. I bought it.
Yeah, I bought it. I own it. It's mine. That's true, but that's not really you. That's not who you really are. And weave, along with makeup, but I can go on forever for that thing, is a transformational thing.
Yeah. What do you mean by that transformation?
I'll say transformation because it can make you look like a whole different person. Person. Really quick.
I've seen some where I've said that this is of the devil because this woman looks nothing like her original self.
Yeah,
if you look like something totally different with the makeup and I seen one with makeup and weave.
Yeah.
Look, if you look something totally different, that dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You tricking me.
Yeah, you tricking me.
If you're tricking me, then you're the devil.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ladies. I just said it. That's a trick.
Yeah, I like, natural, and everybody that's around me just know that the natural look, less makeup, just be your authentic self. I think that brings more energy to me than if you all dolled up or beat faced, as they call it, and things like that. Because it's just at the end of the day, you're gonna have to wipe that off. And I'm gonna see who you really are. I'm gonna
see who you.
And
no, Smitty. I know married couples who the husband's never seen what the wife really.
See, that's scary to me.
That spooks me.
That's really delusional. Like if I haven't seen you with your real hair,
like they wake up. I know a woman that I ain't gonna say the name, but wakes up early in the morning to what do you call it, beat the face.
Yeah,
to beat up her face with the makeup. So her husband, when he wakes up, he won't see her undolled up. See, that's wild to me.
Yeah, see, and that, like, how much pressure is that? Like,
that's way too much pressure.
Like from a self-esteem standpoint, like
it can't be healthy.
That's not healthy. Like not at all. Like when you gotta, like at least I'll just stay on my point just with the weave. Like you gotta always make sure your weave and all that stuff is intact before your significant other sees you. He can't see you in that raw form and things like that.
Ladies,
I don't know.
That's when you're sex is.
Yeah, to me, yeah. I mean, like I said, to me, I know it's a convenient thing, and I know that I don't have to worry about the Florida humidity or, the wind and all that other stuff. But, the natural hair will always be on top for me, and always will look so much better than weave or any additional hair products. So that's one thing for me.
So, where you shot that from? I'm gonna shoot from the same spot.
That's fine. That's fine. It's an open spot right here, brother.
So, for me,
Swish.
it's definitely the weave and the makeup. Like, to me, it's just a whole facade.
Yes.
Like, don't get me wrong. I understand, like, the dolling up and, making yourself beautiful, but you're taking away your natural beauty, creating something that's not you. You get what I'm saying?
Creating a delusion.
And then the thing is, once they put on this costume, they take their actual actions or the way they conduct themselves and perform under this costume.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what's that doing is messing up the self-esteem, the confidence, and everything. You feel me? Their whole morale, like, that's out the window. You know what I'm saying? So now once you're in your natural state, you don't even know how to really just be yourself. All that is lost. So that's the makeup, all that. That's a problem for me. Like the lashes, like don't get me wrong. I don't mind you getting your nails done. Your little lip gloss. Maybe a little eyeshadow here. But when it's
moderation, ladies.
right, when it's OD, it bothers me. Like like I can't take you serious. And then even with the wig, it's like, for one, it's like you embarrassed. Not to say you're embarrassed, but you're not confident or you're not happy about your natural hair. You know what I'm saying? So now you covering up your natural hair and not realizing just on a deeper level, like your hair is coils. Your hair conducts and receive the energy that's around you, like that receive vibrations, and even from the sun. Like that's a way of cleansing your body. Your hair receives that. Not realizing that they got their mental to cover up their natural hair. They're not receiving this message from the earth. You get what I'm saying? That's being hidden. You know what I'm saying? Just on a deeper level, just on a deeper conscious. Like that's all being covered up. That's part of that plan. Like, y'all cover that up so y'all won't be able to receive this. Just on a deeper level. But yeah. And just another thing to
let it out.
Hold on. I know.
Let it out.
Let it out, man.
One more thing. It's gonna be fast. On the doggone like on the apps.
Oh, the filters?
The filters.
Oh,
God,
geez.
bruh, is doing the same thing.
That's
a
stuff
female
of the
do
devil.
not feel comfortable taking a regular picture if it don't got a filter.
Which is crazy.
That's wild.
Which is crazy.
That's
That's crazy
wild.
to me. It's, like I said, with the digital landscape and how technology is about to take over and everything's about to be like AI powered, and you get to do a whole bunch of things with the manipulation. You're not even gonna need makeup anymore. Like you just have a digital face. And it's gonna be crazy. But then when this is where my problem to add on to yours, I guess is we got the same, since we shoot from the same spot. Then like when you meet these women for the first time, they ask you what they want in a man, but they would truth, honesty, transparency,
And they don't provide none of that.
and I'm like, and I'm looking at this, I'm looking at you with your superhero mask on.
Ladies, understand, we not your enemy. This is some heavy stuff. This is men telling you what they want, and notice it had nothing to do with big booties,
Nothing.
throat babies, and none of that. We telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like it blows my mind to see how women are like. We had Lil Kim, but it's like nowadays all of these female rappers is Lil Kim, but that's a whole nother subject. But
Yeah, what about you, bro?
yeah.
You shoot from the same spot too?
I'm blessed.
Okay.
And the reason why I say I'm blessed is because, ladies, I do understand the struggle. So allow me to let you know I understand how you feel when it comes to your natural hair. I know what it's like. It's hard to deal with for women. especially when you was a perm baby. You're accustomed to since your childhood, getting your hair straightened, dealing with that hot comb burning your neck. I know it's all about convenience because America has conditioned us to everything has to be convenient. Sometimes when I'm hungry, I don't even want to eat because I got to cook. Because if I ain't got nothing, I can just throw in the microwave real quick. So I get it. I see why women do it. But when I say I'm blessed, and I know the struggle, the reason why I know the struggle is because my wife, I tell my quick story. She came home one day and she asked me, she say, would you be still attracted to me if I go all natural? So I was laying down on the couch. I sit up. I'm like, girl, that's that type of talk that make it move, girl. I like that, girl. What you mean go all natural? Yeah, go do that.
Yeah.
That was the sexiest thing she could have said to me. Like, yes. I ain't even have no locks in my head or nothing, but I was thinking about my daughter. I was like, because I don't never want my daughter to get a perm. So I was like, if she goes all natural, which is something that I wanted her to do anyways, it was like, boom, it's that my daughter ain't gonna never get a perm now. Which she hasn't, which is wonderful. So with the hair thing, makeup thing, I agree with you all. But when I say I'm blessed, like I went through the transition, it is a process that even the fellas that men have to go through because men have been accustomed to seeing you in your micros and your braids and so on and so forth. So if the man isn't accustomed to seeing that, then she's going to keep portraying what she thinks is appropriate. But that's not my response. So I'll just kind of elaborate on y'all. So this was a question in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. What does your woman wear? See, the question was, what does your woman wear that you don't like? And I told him I don't like when my women wear clothes. I'm just put it out there.
You mean in public or inside the house?
No, he said, "What's your like?" I don't like when you wear clothes. I don't.
Not at all. You don't like it at all.
They didn't specify, so I would assume I get to specify. And we talking. You
don't have to specify. Open-ended question.
Understood. But I said I'm glad. We had to light it up because y'all boy hadn't got real heavy. That thing was getting heavy. But my wife does. My wife. Oh, V. My wife about to get tuned in. She say she finna lock her hair up. Okay. So you already know. And what we always say, we don't pressure nothing like that though. That's a choice that you got to make.
Let it fall in place.
Yeah. She said it years ago. I was like, well, I told her, look, I don't want no influence over that. If you do that, that's on you because that's a journey that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's with oneself.
That's one, So that's why I say, bro, my wife don't wear makeup. My wife has stopped wearing makeup since like college. My wife stopped wearing makeup because she actually thought long term. She was like, man, it's going to mess my skin up. Mm-hmm. But I can segue here. Let me segue to something else. And the reason why she said that is because she got family and other women that she know that wear makeup, heavy makeup. Mm-hmm. And she saw how damaging it was to their skin. She was like, I can't. She said, if I do that, I see the outcome. So I got to change up. So question, ladies. Well, we ain't got no ladies here, but to the ladies out there, if you see the outcome of being disrespectful to men, not being respectful to black men, not appreciating black men, and just men in general, you're competitive with them. If you've seen the outcome from your mom, who may have multiple baby daddies or daddy ain't around, if you've seen the outcome from your grandmother, and the reason why I say grandmothers is because I know 36-year-old grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about grandma and them, my grandma and them. I'm talking about the grandmas of today. You know what I'm saying? If you've seen this behavior from your aunties, why would you continue in that manner if you know that they 30 years old, ain't happy, upset, miserable, always angry?
Because they haven't seen it. They haven't seen anything different. They just stuck. They just think this is normal.
So is there any hope then?
Okay, so I'm gonna word it like this. It's not seen as a problem because it's glorified to them. You know what I'm saying? That's something they glorify. And then at the same time, they getting paid on top of it for those actions. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you got the glorification and money behind it, you can't tell them no wrong.
No, you can't. So I think because I don't think they recognize what respect is from a male to a male, or how to give respect to a male, or how to even be under male leadership.
So what? So that's a great point. I love that point. So what is respect from a woman or a wife to a husband, from a woman to a man? What does that look like? And then what does respect look like from a man to a woman or a man to his wife? What does that look like? Now, elaborate on that, but let's pay some bills first. So I get them every time. So elaborate on that, hold that, because the deacon of destruction is coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
And when he elaborates, you already just sit down and get your popcorn, because you know what I'm saying?
I'll get my popcorn.
You know what I'm saying? When the deacon of destruction get going, it's over for you. But, ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard that music that we have at the beginning? That was VIF Sounds, ladies and gentlemen. That was VIF Sound. You can find them on Instagram, VIF Sound. You need production, you need music, anything with sound quality. You holler at VIF Sound. He got you. Trust me, he got you.
Yo.
Talk to him for a little bit, V.
I already know you done said it for me, man. No DJ.
DJ, oh yeah, my bad. Oh yeah, I ain't say enough. I said something, but I ain't say enough. This the baddest DJ in the state of Florida.
DJ,
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
DJ / producer, man.
And don't let him. And
Audio engineer.
Hold on, and check this out. And if you pay him enough, he might do the peanut butter jelly for you. You know what I'm saying? if you pay him enough, I'm saying if the numbers right now, he out of Dade County. I'm just keeping it all the way a bean with you.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So that's that VIF Sound, man. Anything you need, DJ. You need music, production. You heard the music at the beginning. He got
New client alert.
Like, yeah, man. It's big time with him, man. So that's why his name is Biggs, man. It's a lot that this young man do that you'll never know because he move in silence. So, you know, I got to be the soapbox. I got to get on my soapbox and sometimes and say, hey man, this is Biggs over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's VIF Sound, you know, DJ extraordinaire. That's your guy. So
audio engineer,
all of the above. Whatever you need when it comes to sound, he got you. Yes, with that being said, if we can segue back, are you ready now, Deacon of Destruction?
Yeah, you gotta run it back for me.
Yeah, what was the question?
Yeah.
So basically, I know you wanted us to elaborate on
what does respect look like from a man to a woman and vice versa.
And vice versa, wife, a woman to a man, wife to a husband to a wife. Mm-hmm. And you ain't got to be married, but in a relationship, what does the respect look like?
I think respect looks like knowing what one wants. I guess it can go for both of them. What the other one wants. That's the blanket statement right there. Because if you don't know what the other one wants and things like that, then there's no boundaries that are set. So you can just keep going, and then you might piss them off, and you probably don't know why you did that. Another thing is that a respectful thing is the the way that you talk to them in public, and especially around friends and family and things like that. The tone that you use, the facial expressions, the certain words that you use, and if they do something to you, how you react to it. If you want to cut deeper and things like that, or try to tell like a personal joke that shouldn't be said, that's more of a respect thing, because it's just certain lines that you like, all right, if we out with our friends and family, this is what's expected. This is how I should be addressed. This is how you should talk to me. No more, no less, and we'll be good.
Okay.
So that's I guess I did it for like just both things like
that. Was
good. And I'm trying to think more like what women have told me from a respect factor. I guess, for them, they wanted, when you out and about, make sure you hold the door for them and things chivalry. Like that. Like
chivalry with the feminist movement, is chivalry still alive? Because I've actually, with younger women, I've had a young woman, because I used to work at Papa John's. Mm-hmm. This young girl, she was like 21 years old, and she had a problem with the idea of a man holding the door open for her. Like, I can hold my own door. Just like I'm just being nice. Like, that's
she just sounded like she was too arrogant. Like that she was in her feelings about something.
Yeah, but now some women look at it like the feminist thing. Look at it like it's weakness. Like, I was watching
a damsel in distress.
Yeah. That, like,
that's how they see it.
Some sisters are offended if you ask them to smile, or like, why you ain't smiling. And I've made videos where I explain the logic behind smiling, but I'll talk about why that was a mistake. But the logic behind smiling is this: 33% more intelligent when you smile, and you have that same impact on others when you smile at them. So if I smile at you, it makes you feel better, and when you feel better, you think better. So it's not IQ, like your IQ goes up, but it's the euphoric feeling that's provided with smiling.
Yeah, the dopamine.
Our sisters, the dopamine. Thank you. Our sisters don't smile. Where I'm from, smiling, it can be looked at as a weakness, but the benefits of it will change your relationship. I'm on I really, 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 really want to start a trend where we say smile at your man.
So I gotta kind of back the females on this part, because I know out in public, you got some dudes that's kind of like aggressive towards getting a female. So if a female give them a smile, it's a go. You get what I'm saying? The dude take that as a go, like, oh, I just hit. So that's kind of like their language is like language of like, listen, I'm not trying to be bothered. I'm trying to keep it moving. I'm here and trying to keep it going.
Unless I pull up in a Jag, or not a Jag, but I pull up in a Mercedes, or I pull up in
exactly. That's a sign. Now she want to be bothered.
Now she want. Okay, so there's lies the problem.
Is this respect? Is this on the topic?
This is like, well, we done switched over to smile.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know because we didn't all answer yet.
You know what I'm saying? Catch up. It's a whole
I just wanted to make sure for the viewers.
The viewers, we gonna get back to it. This is a little curveball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a huge curveball. I thought y'all was gonna bring it back. I was like, oh boy, they're not gonna do it.
With the smiling thing, the problem with that is this. Here's the problem. It's a lack of respect. You ain't practicing respect. And then what you just said with the dudes being aggressive like this here, this idea that men are so aggressive and violent is the idea of toxic masculinity that it promote. So they'll hide behind a statement like that where they'll say, well, I keep an attitude on my face because I don't want no man bothering me, this and that. It's like, look here, sweetheart, you can actually turn somebody down with a smile. And I'm telling you, when you smile and tell somebody, no, thank you, I'm not interested, or whatever the case may be, on the initial conversation, it's okay. Now, if it continues to go on and press on, okay, all right, you're doing too much, player.
Yeah, because you got to understand, it is some simps out here. These dudes do get
they do a little too much.
They don't got it all. So I can understand a female just already giving that first initiative. Like, listen, I'm not even trying to be bothered.
But watch this. Watch this. You spoke about earlier the energy that you attract, right? Mm-hmm. So if I'm a man that's attracted to that certain type of energy that is toxic, or not even want to say toxic, but that's combative. Some men are attracted to that. Like, I had one of my folks tell me, one of my cousins too, years ago, he was like, man, I want a girl, boy, because he's straight out the project. He's like, boy, when I cuss out, she cuss me out. You know what I'm saying? If she slap me, boy, I'm gonna slap her. Like, well,
so when you give allegedly.
And but if you giving off that type of energy, that negative energy like that you gonna pull the negative energy towards you.
You was. But I'm just talking about in a situation as far as just a female being out and about. Like within a relationship, yes, smile. I don't want that.
What's wrong with smiling when you out and about?
No. I mean, as far as like if you're on a go, or if you're here to A and B and get back to it. You know what I mean? You're on a move. Because even with me, bro, if I'm on the move, I can't be out and just smiling at everybody.
No, we ain't say smiling at everybody, but I'm saying somebody, like, you have a gentle look on your face. But let's get back to this question because we gonna go back to that. We gonna go back. We got to go back to that. So the deacon of destruction, he likes to keep things on task. He's like, wait, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So we were talking about
the respect
what went
from both ways.
So because I want to break that down, and I've broken it down because it's all simple. Mm-hmm. You've probably heard me say this before, but all women want the same thing. Like, it's two same thing women want: safety and security.
Money, power, respect. Women
want they want a man that has money, power, respect, but because it makes them feel safe and secure.
Okay.
That's their genetic makeup. They're designed to feel that way. They're looking for masculine energy to make them feel safe and secure. Like, and they just let me talk regular for her. Tracy know, that's my wife. She know I'm gonna up that five for her on any type of situation. I done been in situations where I had to get active on her behalf. She know that. Mm-hmm. So she know her safety is not a concern. Okay. Security wise, that's when the bag come in at money. Okay, when you say bag, this is when you have to bring them back from the delusional world. The bag ain't the rappers or what you watch on Love and Hip Hop.
Right. Or the BET Awards.
Or the BET Awards or the most silliest show I ever seen in my life, the Housewives or whatever, that ain't even wives. You ain't even a wife. How the show called Housewives and none of y'all married?
That's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother story. But you got to bring them back. Hey, you need to respect the fact that I'm a hardworking man. I go home, make my money, the bills is paid, we got food, we travel, we do this. Hey, that's appreciate that. And that's where I'm going to go at with men. What men want from women is respect. But you show respect, you're not going to respect nothing that you don't appreciate.
All right.
So if you appreciate, this is what I try to tell women, you have to appreciate your man. He don't have to do nothing. He can be a bum. He can be a deadbeat. But if he's there putting in the work and effort, I'm not saying be perfect, but if you don't appreciate the little things that he's doing, it's going to be hard for you to respect it, because a lot of women feel, well, that's what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. Appreciate it, because I don't have to do it, even though I'm supposed to do it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that with women, like I said, with women, all a man, let me say this also. If you're a man and you think a woman will love you for you, you are a fool. No woman will ever love you for you. They will only love you for how you make them feel. So your job as a man, just make them feel safe and secure. Right. And then in return, demand the appreciation and respect. Like if I make you feel safe and secure, I need my appreciation and respect in return. And everything after that kind of sort of fall into play.
All right, so let me go ahead and put my little answer out there. So basically it's from both ends. It's the tone of voice. I feel like that's one of them. You got to understand the language that your partner speaks in order, just to have that clear understanding amongst each other. You know what I mean? You don't want, as far as from a female, the combativeness, like I think that's a no-go.
Oh, yes.
Let
me jump in.
Go ahead.
If your woman being combative, how do you check it?
If your woman's not combative?
If she is being combative, how do you check that?
Well, it's funny you said that. I just had this conversation this weekend. What you do, especially if it's in public, after the theatrics happen, you walk up, me personally, you walk up to her, you pull her to the side, and you demand right on the spot an apology for those actions.
But what?
So you don't wait.
No, because you have to be very direct. And I actually did that right on the beginning of my trip, because it was my mother. She was going off this and this and that, going off on me, and I just looked at her and I was like, "I'm not speaking to you until you apologize to me. I don't care if we on this trip. I'm not going to speak to you, and I'm going to just act like you're not there." And she,
the deacon of destruction.
Yeah. And I
need
did
some
that.
Gunshots right there. Can we get some gunshots? even Mama Dukes.
Yeah, no, because I had to put that out there.
Don't want to hit give him a gunshot.
I had to.
Hit the wrong button.
He'd have got me in story mode. He'd have me in story. He'd have my story sound. No, but I did. And like I did, and the thing is that I did that in front of my sibling as well too, just to show him like, look, I'm not dealing with that energy. I'm not dealing with that energy, because if you have that energy to act out and perform like you do, you're gonna have that same energy to apologize in front of somebody, in front of people as well too. So yeah, I definitely had to do that just recently, and you got to nip it in the bud early. Mm-hmm. You got to, because you have to impose your leadership when it comes to.
Yes, I like that. Impose your leadership.
Yeah, you have to impose your leadership, and it's not controlling; it's leadership. Those are two different things. And when you impose your leadership, you gain that respect. And if you can nip things in the bud on the little things, they'll start to realize and appreciate, like, yeah, I'm not going to talk to him like that, because I know for a fact he's going to put me in my place.
Now, I'll say this. That's what they're looking for.
Yes, that's a fact.
I remember, I don't know if y'all remember it was a video, what's the singer, the one lady that sing. She sang soulful music, kind of.
Jill Scott.
Jill Scott, yeah. And she said
that's my favorite.
And she said,
"Roll your own ice." That's my favorite.
I'm not gonna say what. I'm not gonna ask why she's your favorite, but that'll be another. That's a whole other show. But anyway,
we getting Jill on the show.
She said, if a man can't handle me, and I'm not quoting her verbatim, but she said, if a man can't handle me, I'll eat him alive.
Yeah, I think she said that on the Breakfast Club.
I think it was the Breakfast Club. And
yeah,
she was like, yeah. And the thing is this, and this is what I try to. I'm really big on this message, and that is this: the Pokemon effect.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
It's the Pokemon effect. Mm-hmm. Now, check this out. I do it to you all the time, but I'm finna do it to myself. We got to pay some bills real quick. So we finna got the Pokemon. Before we get into the Pokemon effect, check this out. We got another sponsor, oneform1phonecall.com. That's my little organization. So if you
don't run that back and put some more energy on that, you ain't gonna just have all the energy on the 15 break and the 30-minute break, and then gonna have this week break on the 45, bro.
Oh man,
we got to spin that. Listen, got to spin that back.
Well, check this out. Listen, if you own a business, I don't care what you got going on with your business, whatever you need, go to oneform1phonecall.com. We'll take care of you. And the instructions are in the website. Now you go to oneform1phonecall.com. You fill out one form. You get on one phone call with actually me, and we create a business plan together for your company that will help you dominate. Rather it's the internet, and we have resources to help you dominate offline as well. So whatever you need, oneform1phone.com. I got you.
And you better come with respect, or you're gonna get checked.
I had a response for that, but it was a little violent. So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna put that out.
Sometimes I choose violence.
Sometimes you do have to choose violence. Now, the Pokemon effect.
Hold on. Before your Pokemon, let me finish my list. I ain't even get to finish me.
Oh, you ain't finished your list?
Boy, look at that. That's what he do. That's what the GFG do, bro. See, he's talking about what list. He cut you off.
I ain't even get to finish.
I know.
Hey,
it's gonna be real fast so we can get to the Pokemon effect.
Bro.
So yeah. Well, damn, you know, man, me forget.
Right.
Listen, man.
I swear, you get one good point, bro. He gonna take it.
That's why I gotta keep us moving, man. I gotta get him.
We
already at the 47 minute
We was hitting respect amongst each other. Okay, so tone of voice.
Yes, tone of voice. Yes.
Basically, open communication, just being 100 amongst one another.
Yes, I love that. Yes.
Appreciation. You hit on that. So I don't even gotta elaborate on that too much. And then a genuine passion and recognition of the issue at hand amongst one another. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That has to be genuinely, and if it's an issue, like you want to have to genuinely change that.
Yeah, I agree with that. My wife and I actually went through something like that recently, where it was like, and I told her, I said, listen, you have to tell me the ugly that you don't like. However, you have to tell it to me respectfully.
Right.
Like I'm still a man at the end of the day. Because she was trying to figure, well, how do I say this? Is like if you say it respectfully, I'm gonna listen to you.
Right.
If you just say it right with the soft, gentle voice, I'm
gonna
listen. The tone of voice is everything. Yeah. But facial expression, body language, like that's 80% of communication is nonverbal.
Yeah.
So you saying more with your body language and your facial. This is why I tell you all this attitude and neck snapping and finger clapping and all that. Anybody got time for all that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Practice smiling, but we'll get back to that.
Yeah. So
practice smiling.
From the man to the woman, just being mannerism. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100 with that. Like just basically.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah.
So when it comes to your significant other, especially if that's your queen, you know what I mean? Treat her like a queen. Open the door. When it comes to those little things like that, just mannerism. And then from the woman to the man, submission. And then
bingo.
I'll close it out at that.
Bingo.
That's a good one to close out on.
Yeah, that's bingo. That's bullseye there.
That's a
bullseye. And when we say submission, like you got to realize this is righteous pimping talking over here. So when we say submission, we're not talking about enslavement.
No.
When women hear that, they think that they talking about like a man trying to make you a slave. They think
about chains and all that.
Yeah, chain. No, you ain't no slave. Why would I want to marry a slave?
No, I don't want to marry no slave.
Like, come on, that don't even make sense.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Nope. But let's get into this Pokemon effect, the Pokemon concept. Okay, so let's dive into this here. Mm-hmm. So we all seen Pokemon coming up, right? Now, Pokemon work like this here. Everybody know the Pokemon. What's the Pokemon boy name?
What's the Pokemon?
Pikachu.
No, not the Pikachu. The boy who cat.
Ash.
Ash.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so
the main character.
The main character.
Yeah.
Pokemon Ash. So we know Ash going out to the wild to catch a Pokemon, right?
Right.
He catches the Pokemon. After he catches the Pokemon, he put him in a little ball, get him back to his training facility. Then he has to train the Pokemon, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if he don't train the Pokemon, what happens?
They end up dying.
The Pokemon ain't gonna die. The Pokemon gonna be wild and out of control.
No, it just stay on a
In
low
battle.
level.
Huh?
It stay on a
They
low
stay
level.
on that on the low. Okay, well, I like that. Matter of fact, I love that. That's perfect. It'll stay on a low level.
Okay.
The exact same concept in relationships.
No, it's not.
Watch this here. You go out here and you find your woman. Once you get her, you got to train her.
So you calling like the club and the bars are wild?
Nope. Club, you're not finna find. I'm talking about finding a wife. My apologies. When I speak about this here, I'm talking about finding a wife. I ain't talking about finding a one night stand or nothing like that. There.
Well, you can find something in the club.
So
Some are
this
fine.
like a holographic Pokemon.
No, this
Yeah.
is no. This
Unicorn.
This is an analogy. Okay, so
Okay.
this is not real life. Okay, guys, this is an analogy. This is a comparison between the Pokemons and
You
relationships.
get you a Snorlax.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to marry just a regular old.
That's what I'm telling you.
I need me a holograph. I need me a.
you talking about the trade card? Listen, it could be whatever you turn it into.
Oh,
This
so
is the
you can
training
make it
process.
holographic.
This is the training process.
Oh, okay. I see where you're
See what I'm
going.
saying? So when they in the training process, now with the molding and all that come into place. If you don't train the Pokemon, it operates on a low level. Okay, same thing. Like I said, in a relationship, if you with a woman and you see, okay, you know what, she has potential to be a wife. There needs to be a set of standards that she got to go through some training manuals. And when I say training, I mean basically she got to meet certain standards.
Yes.
And if she doesn't meet certain standards, you can help train her to get to those standards.
Okay.
All right. And the reason for that is because of what you said earlier, Deacon of Destruction. Imposing your leadership. It's not imposing your will upon them, but your leadership skills.
Yes.
The way I like to explain it is like this, is that a relationship is a team. It ain't no partnership. It is a team. And when you have a team, name one team that has ever won any championship without a coach. Right? The coach's job is to train and teach and guide his players when the players go out there and perform the plan that the coach put together. Their job is just to execute.
All right.
It's the exact same concept. So when Ash throw the Pokemon out there, he say, do this, and the Pokemon do it, and they win, and everybody's happy. And then they go back home together. And I'm telling you, same concept. You get them, got to train them up to whatever the level you want to be, and then they will begin to perform all of the stuff and behave the way that you said earlier with direct communication, being very blunt, being open. And then even you as a man, you have to be willing and be open to maturing as a man, growing as a man, because there's a lot of responsibility that come with this leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Righteous Pimping.
Right.
So we got one question for you.
I was ready. I dropped that. You didn't see if I dropped the pen.
I saw you drop the pen,
Like,
and it just went everywhere. So with this Pokemon effect and your elaboration, so do we got to catch them all?
No.
Because that's what the
'cause I know
Pokemon
that's
thing.
what the I know that's
we
what
got to
I-
catch them
He
all.
trying to catch them all.
Okay, now watch this here.
That is right.
Now, okay, well check this out now.
Uh-huh.
You got to know what your heart can handle. See, a lot of men run around with this polygamy talk because they talking out of lust. They ain't talking to. Remember, when you a real man, you is calculating everything that comes with this relationship. There's beautiful benefits of polygamy. The fact that your tribe is strengthened. And I got a story that I would love to go in on that. God, do we got time? Okay. Can we do? Okay, yeah, we got
the time.
Okay, here's an Uber story, right? And I'm gonna make it really quick. One night, I was picking up this drunk girl, black girl from a bar. She gets in the car. She just having a good time, a little toasty, and she's mad cool, mad chill, and she's telling me, about her husband who passed away like 2 years ago. So I tell her, sorry for he lost this and that. She tells me he had another child from another relationship prior to them getting together, and that the girl flew in and was at the funeral with her child there, showing respect. Beautiful, wonderful. That's how it should be handled. She said her and the girl hit it off. So I was like, y'all hit it off? She was like, oh, no, not like that. She was like, we just hit it off and came real tight, real cool. She was like, Now, this happened 2 years ago. She was like, she came in, she moved in. This is after the husband's passed away.
Mm-hmm.
She moved in, and we're best friends, and we hang out, we do this and that. We help each other with the kids, so on and so forth. I asked myself this question. Why could not they have done that while he was here? So when I pull up and drop her off, there was no cap. When I get to the house, the other girl is waiting in the garage. And they get out, they friends, and she hug her and high five her, and hey, da-da-da-da-dee, da-da-da-da, and they talking, shooting the breeze as I'm reversing back. They was had a grandiose time. Now, what would have been the problem? Why couldn't that happen while he was here?
Because they was looking at it from a greed perspective.
Exactly.
Or they could have been territorial.
Yeah, that's the greed territorial perspective.
So here go.
They don't want to share.
Your righteous pimping has to be strong enough to handle something like that there. So may God bless the dead, rest his soul. I'm not speaking negative on that man, but his righteous pimping may have not been on that level to where he could have made the two work, but he could have, because clearly we seeing they working together just fine now. They helping, she watching your kids. They all his kids, but when she was at the bar, it was her night to go out, and the other girl, she stayed home, helped with the kids. Like, you get it? So like, think about.
So basically, catch them all and learn how to.
No, don't catch them all. Just catch what you can handle.
Catch what you can handle.
And be very direct. I'm dead serious about it. Be very direct. Look.
Train them together.
If you want more than one woman, tell them that right off the ripper after like dating for like 30 days. Look, this is the lifestyle that I'm living. Are you with it? Nope. Okay. Boom. We move on because we got to save the most valuable asset.
All right.
Which is time. So if I want to say,
I thought it was Pokeballs.
No. It was Pokemon balls. I don't know what it was. No, training. Training is the most important.
Yeah, we got to get them off of level 1.
I'm trying
they
to tell
start
you,
from level 0. Huh?
And what I was gonna say was, if you ain't training, she gonna vibrate on a low level.
She gonna be out here in the wild training.
And that ain't even training. That's just the wild.
That's that scarcity mindset. That's that fear and scarcity mindset when you're in the wild like that, because you ain't got your safety and security.
Deacon of destruction. You do it every time.
And on that note,
y'all let me get off the last 4 minutes. I got off.
Sir.
Hey, man, so y'all see what we doing over here. Ladies, we not your enemy. That's the thing. We not your enemy. So I want you to say everything that you heard today did not come from a place of negativity or wanting to war with you. This came from a place of correction. These are 3 men up here that are telling women, this is how you correct yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm married. I've been married. I got married when I was 20 years old. I ain't had no kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That me either.
You know what I'm saying? Smitty Smash.
They don't have
thing.
none.
You know what I'm saying? Biggs over there doing it big.
What you mean? What you mean? You sound like I got a lot of kids.
He called them all. He called them all. He said, I got Pokeball for days for these wild.
They making fun of my Pokemon concept. I done thought the Pokemon concept. I thought about that in the garage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Change your brakes.
Hey, but with that being said, ladies, we not your enemy podcast. I am the GFG, Great Face Goat. I got Smitty Smash, aka the Deacon of Destruction, VIF Sound, baddest DJ on the planet.
Sir.
We out.